Be ready. 15 seconds.
One of our state which in comparison to others in more prosperous is Punjab, where there is hardly any big plant, but there are plenty of small industries. Some states which are full of big plants are low down in the scale of per capita income in spite of the development of industry because agriculture is not developing. So I beg of you to think a great deal more about developing agriculture and as a part of the program of and reform. That program must be completed after 60 years of independence. Our program of land reform has not been fully implemented for various reasons and because of various pressures. This must be borne in mind. I hope you all realize that this business of planning of development is not a thing for each state to do by itself or for the center alone. It is an activity in which there has to be the fullest cooperation between the center and the states and between the states because real development cannot ultimately take place in one corner of India while the other is neglected. There is sometimes an unfortunate rivalry between states over something or the other. Healthy competition is good, but this rivalry is not a good thing, and you must look upon this whole planning and developmental process as one complete whole of India with the states and the center cooperation all the time. In the last 12 or 13 years, we have gathered much experience in planning through success and failures. I think that on the whole we plan well. I think also that on the whole we do not implement well. It is not good to have a theoretical plan and not implement it fully. Planned development is a complicated matter which takes you right down to the lowest rungs of the administrative ladder. To some extent, I have a feeling that these rungs of administrative ladder are not functioning as they ought to. We have some very good administrator, but it is not a good man by himself who can do much. The whole tone of the administration has to be improved right down to the revenue official and other officials. Sometimes there is a conflict between one department and another. Therefore, each state has to tone up its administration and ministers have to give little more time to administrative work. One of the things we have learnt from planning these last few years, and this has been stressed in the third plan report, is the need for perspective planning. You cannot plan for a year or even for 5 years. You have to think 20 years ahead and work up to those objectives. What happens is that we plan for 5 years as if we are going to start a new scheme of things at the beginning of every plan. There is no such thing. Planning is a continuous process. If you have got to do something in the fourth plan, you have to begin here and now, not, of course, spending large sums of money, but still laying the foundations for it so that when the time for the fourth plan comes, it assured of a good start. We lose much time in the initial stages on any project. This is totally unnecessary. Therefore, I think in your agenda there is provision for the preparation of the fourth plan. Those arrangements must proceed now in the middle of the third plan. In the notes supplied to me, I remember to have read a statement that we are now in the middle of the 55 years of planning since independence. 55 years is an adequate time, and therefore half of this period is a good time to make an appraisal of the situation. I would beg of you to remember that although what you have already done is important, it is not very important by itself. An odd factory or factories or something else you put up, you have to go to the roots of the economic problem. The roots lie in agriculture and the enormous material in the form of 950 million or more people. The other most important thing is training the people apart from top level scientists, technicians, engineers, etc. And we are getting more and more of them now. General training for the masses engaged in agriculture is necessary. That leads you to mass education. Education has no doubt increased. Unfortunately, I have heard that in some states the emergency has led to a slowing down in the rate of expansion of education. That I think is tragic. I do not wish to use milder terms because the whole progress of India depends on the educational apparatus from the bottom to the top. These are some of the things I should like you to bear in mind. We cannot neglect education in case because with that rests the future of the Indian people.